Hello friends, welcome back. I am so excited to be back. Um, just a word of warning, I've had way too much coffee today and I'm already super excited about releasing this kit. So, I may be off the chain today. So anyway, I want to show you all my new kit. It's finally done. I think I started this back in January, maybe. Yeah, I had hoped that I would have it released on the first day of spring. That was my goal. But, it's not the first day of spring anymore. It is April the 6th. So, yeah, I'm only a couple weeks late. But anyway, it's done. That's all that matters. So, you will find this right now in my Etsy shop. There are two versions available in my shop. There is the JPEG option or there is the PDF option. File sizes and the amount you can upload to Etsy make it really difficult to get too much in one, and I didn't want to use like third-party links or links that take you off of Etsy to download it. So you can choose which one you want if you're interested. And it's labeled in the description and in the picture files. They'll say JPEG files, 49 high quality JPEG files, and the other one says something about PDFs. So this is the cover page of what it looks like in my shop, and I will tell you ahead of time that the watercolor art that is featured in the kit is done by the wonderful watercolorist Grace Noboa, and she is the artist that did the watercolor in the Christmas kit that I came out with this past winter. So, and I'm really excited to have licensed her watercolors again for this kit. And let's get started. Real quick, I will show you my favorite paper to print on. It is the Epson Premium Presentation Paper in the matte finish. I use either the double-sided or the single-sided. This is a 48-pound or 179 GSM paper. They have the double-sided and single-sided options. And it is an inkjet paper. So that is how I get wonderful printing results. It's more about the paper you use and less about the printer itself. And no, I do not get any compensation from Epson whatsoever. All right, let's look at the first couple of pages. This is some berries here, and you'll find throughout the kit there are wonderful inspirational quotes and little cutesy sayings that Grace had included in her collection. So this one says, "You are capable of doing amazing things." This is going to be a long video, so if you want to pause and go grab a cuppa and come right back, then that would be beneficial. Because I am going to ramble and I am going to take my time and show you every page because I'm very proud of it. I worked very hard on it and it is super cute. So we have a nice background page here of the raspberries in the background. They are faint enough, although they are picking up very well on the camera, but they are faint enough that you can write on this with a pen and have it show. And I will show you an example. Let's just write, "Hello, my name is Dawn. I am a book vandal." Haha. In my very messy handwriting, but see, you can totally write on these papers. Okay, so they have nice little raspberries in the background. This one has a little saying, and I'm very careful on placement of these that, when you fold it in half to put it in a journal, it is all seen and not clipped off. So that is one set of pages right there, 1 and 2. And I'm going to switch back and forth between pages and embellishments or ephemera, however you want to call it, so that we don't get bored with one or the other. So the next 3 things I want to show you are these little coin envelope pockets. So they were coin envelopes but I took the flap off, and so when you glue the three flaps together, it will make a pocket that you can use as a floating pocket or glued to a page. Your circle punch will cut that out nicely. And on this one, we have just a cute little tag in, let me think if it's the right word, cartouche shape, I think is what Lisa would say. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I thought this would be cute to use as a gift tag on a package, or you can, or on, you know, some baked goods or something you're giving to the neighbor, or just put it in your journal as a tag. And then if you print these at smaller sizes, then, you know, you can adjust the size of your tag. So, and I'm totally fine if you do that. Print bigger, or, well, don't print bigger, print smaller, because these are all designed to be printed at 300 DPI, or all designed to be printed on 8.5 by 11 sheets of paper. And if you print at that size, you will get 300 DPI. If you print bigger than that, you will start to lose quality. Okay, moving on. We have 9 horizontal journaling cards here. Okay, and then we have just a little bit of, you'll see these just to fill up some blank spaces on my papers. You know, I want you to have as much usable space on the sheets as possible. So if I have a small space, I'll fill it in with little boxes like this, and you can use those like washi tape. Just, you know, glue it down instead. So these are the 9 journaling cards, and they fit perfectly inside these little pockets, so you can poke them in and then they'll stick out just above the pocket. Okay, and if you print this little bonus sheet on the back side, which is a lavender collar, if you print that on the back, and if your printer doesn't print double-sided at the same time, just put your already printed paper back in your printer and let it run through on the opposite side, and boom, you've printed double side. I'm amazed at how many people ask how to print double sided if their printer doesn't print double sided. Well, just feed the paper back through and print on the side you want to. But if you do that and you print this on the back, you'll have journaling lines on the back of your cards. Okay. All right. So those can go inside of those, or they can go anywhere you want them to. Set those aside. Let's look at the next set of pages. And this journal kit is called Springtime in the Forest, although it's not necessarily spring. I mean, ferns are out more in the summertime. Oop, that's my printer shutting down. It is squeaky sounding. Ferns bloom more in the summer. Grow, whatever. Most of my flowers grow in the summer. So spring, summer, whatever. This is always believe that something wonderful is about to happen. And I love this page. I just love the subtle color, the light greens, the ferns. Again, once folded, it fits all on one side, so nothing's clipped off. And then here's another matching page. Okay, and I don't know if the camera is going to pick up this detail or not, but I used a texture. I think you can see that. I used a texture in my digital, in my layering and all that, and putting this together, that makes the papers come out looking like they're printed on watercolor paper, or that the whole page is watercolor. And then I've made sure to include, you know, some splatters, because careful as you may be when you're watercolor painting, sometimes you get dribbles. So lots of little tiny details in there that might escape you the first time you see it. Okay, now let's look at this and this. So this is a standard envelope size, 6.5 by 3.75. So that's a standard envelope size. So you could totally use this in the mail system if you choose to. And this one's You're Capable of Doing Amazing Things, again, with the raspberries. Okay. The flap is the matching collar with a butterfly there. And then I've just included a rectangle down here of this because I don't have any papers, full-size papers of this that you could trim off a little bit. So there's you a little bit of that collar that you can use somewhere in the journal if you want to. And then here is a cute card that fits perfectly inside the envelope. Okay, so when you fold the card after you cut it out, you'll have that on the front. This is the back side. Okay, and then if you read the directions down here, and we will put these little mini projects together in some upcoming videos. So I'm going to put this card together for you guys to see in another video, but there are directions here. If you cut out these little pieces, one or the other, you can layer these and this piece here. Okay, so if you cut out this piece and then glue it on, and then you cut out this piece and glue it on, the card's going to look exactly the same, except for it's going to have dimension to it. Okay, and so it'll actually look like you pieced it together. Or you can be lazy and just cut out the card and fold it and stick it in the envelope. Another cool idea is you can, glue this on and then put those foam squares, those little foam adhesive squares. I'm not sure if I have any of them handy at the moment. I will look real quick. No, I don't see any. I don't use them very often, so, but I'll dig some out for an upcoming video when we put some of these things together. But you could put the foam dots underneath this and glue it on and raise that element up to get an even more dimensional look. You can add your own little brads here instead of fake ones. See, kind of cool, huh? All right. See, told you it's gonna be a long one. 12 minutes in, we're barely into this kit, but I am excited. All right, I will try to move along a little faster. All right, here is another background page, or just, you can use it to print on the back sides. You can cut it up, use it to make stuff for your journals. It's just the floral flowers that you find. This one is the rabbits and ferns and flowers and butterflies. I think this is my favorite. And this one, oh, I think I've got the hiccups. This one here has all the cutesy little sayings and all the other little elements. We've got mushrooms and flowers and berries and ferns and butterflies. I just really like this paper too. So, okay. All right. There's those. And then I have another card and envelope for you. Same style as the other one. This one's just done in a different color theme. This one's using the ferns and the always believe something wonderful is going to happen. Got a fern on the back side of the envelope here. And again, dimensional if you want it to be. All right. Then we have just some plain old background papers for you. This was pink, plain, and pink lined. Okay. We have, again, in the yellowish or creamy yellow, I guess, color. And plain and lined. And one more. We have the background that you'll see here in a minute that I put behind the animals. It's kind of a ground fading into sky background that I painted in, painted digitally. Added some water splotch looking things. So we have plain and lined. And again, these all have a texture effect added to them so that when you print these, it looks like it's on watercolor paper. Okay, next up, I have a set of envelopes and cards. These are little miniature square envelopes, so these are not big enough to go through the mail system, obviously. So we have the birdie one, and we have a card here. So if you cut around the edges and don't cut here and fold there, you'll have a little square card to fit down inside. And I've also included a blank piece here, and I've included another, well, it's similar to this one, okay? And then another piece here that you can use dimensionally, that you can layer these up if you want to. So, you know, just some ways that you can play with this and build it up yourself, or personalize it a little bit yourself. Okay, and then we have same thing, except for this one is with the lavender and the bunny rabbit. Okay. All right, next I have these pages. Cutesy little deer, beef friendly. Okay, and that's that background I was telling you that I used. So I painted that in I painted it digitally, so it looks like the ground is fading into the sky. And then we have it with lines. So I like being able to have lined version or an unlined version. You know, just being able to add that option in there. Okay, one more set again. This is another deer, only this little fawn is laying down. Isn't she cute? Grace does such a beautiful job with her watercolor, yeah. Be brave. Okay, and then we have a little bird hidden here in the tree, and that is aligned and unlined again. Okay, next up we have some little things for you to cut out and use in your journal as embellishments. Lots of little words. Laugh is there, but I didn't do live, love, laugh. You know, that's cliche, but anyway, and then you have these little hexagons you can cut out and embellish your pages with. We've got some more words here. And then this is one of those slot pockets where you can cut this with a razor knife here. And if you've got a little small hole punch, you can punch the little hole right here and here. And then make sure when you glue it, because, oh no, I did leave you a note, because I always forget this part. Glue down only the 4 outer edges. I don't know how many times I've used these little things and then I smear glue all over the back, and then it's like, oh crud, now I can't get anything down in the slots. So remember to just glue down the edges and leave this part open so that you can actually put tags down inside it. So you may not need the reminder, but I need the reminder, so that's why I've put that on there. And then this little square thing, you can use this however you want to. I think it's so cute. But it is specifically sized to fit inside a window CD envelope. If you want to, you know, use it to make a little shaker thing or, you know, whatever. But it is specifically sized to fit that. All right. Next set of pages. Oh, again, excuse my black marks on some of my papers. My printer is needing cleaned badly. Let me ditch this sweater. Like I said, I've had too much coffee. I'm a little hyper, a little warm. So anyway, there is a lined version and an unlined version. Be unique. And the little frog, little fox there is looking at the little squirrel. No, he's not sizing him up on whether or not he's going to be lunch. He's looking at him because it's his friend. Okay? So be nice. All right. Now we have some tags. This can be 6 individual tags if you want it to be. Or cut out the outside edges and don't cut between the tags. Don't cut here and here and here. And you can use them to make like little tag booklets or little folded tags, if that's what you choose to do, or cut them all out individually and you've got 6 of them. Okay, another page of tags. 6 more. Okay. And another set of pages. Told you this one's big. Okay, this time we have the bunny rabbit. It says be curious. We still have the little bird hanging out in the tree. There's a lined version and an unlined version. And then next up we have some mini file folders. Okay, so there are 3 sheets of these. There's 1 and 2 and 3. And the tabs, there's a, let me turn these over. There is a center. There's 2 center tabs, 2 left-hand tabs, and 2 right-hand tabs. Okay, but yeah. And so when they go together, then you can see all 3 of them, like normal file folders. And we're going to put these together in another video too. Then we have, getting close, guys, getting close. Hang in there. Hang in there. I wish I had a special prize at the end for everybody who hangs into the end, but I don't. You just get to hear me ramble. How's that? All right. This is the library pockets, library card pockets. So this one obviously goes with that one, and this one with this one. Okay, so just cut out around the edges, fold on the lines, glue it on the little back. And then here are the 2 little cards to go in those. We also have some little postage stamps, which would be fun to put on your full-size envelopes that are in the kit. Obviously not if you're mailing them through the postal service. They would not find that funny, but it would look cute on your envelope if you're just going to put it in the journal. We have a couple tags. And again, some more strip of cute things, you know, just to use for washi tape. And then we have more words to put in our journal. I just like throwing little words in there. They're fun. All right. Another set of pages. We have, these are, it's kind of hard to see the color. It's not really picking up. It's sort of a pinkish, lavenderish. It's almost like a, oh, you know, those early morning, early evening colors in the back. Okay. And it's just nice and plain for you to journal on. And then we have another one that is lined. Then we have a set of layering butterflies. So this is page 1. These are all just the plain watercolor paper butterflies in 3 different sizes. And then we have it again in printed. Okay, and you might ask why. Well, the idea is that if you cut these out and then you stack them, let's say we use this one on the bottom, this one in the middle, and this one on the top, and you stack them and you only glue them in the middle and you leave the wings free, then you can make it, you know, kind of a 2-dimensional butterfly. I'll show you. We'll put one together in one of the upcoming videos where I'm going to put some of these elements together. So these are fun. Or just use them as they are. Cut them out and just use them as embellishments, just plain as they are in your journal. But I tell you, stacking them and then just gluing them in the center so you can bend the wings up just a little bit, that's kind of fun. All right. And if you don't want to cut these out by hand, you can always do that scan and cut feature everybody's always talking about, you know, where your cutting machine does the fussy cutting for you. I've never done that. I've heard it's possible. Good luck with that. I can't help you there. Let's see here. Then we've got a sheet of labels. These are fun. Just to put the size in context. Well, okay, here's my thumb. So they're a little bigger than my thumb. Cute little label size. We have some tabs for pages. Okay. We have some banners. These are fun to make. Oh, you know, the fancy paper clips. You know, where you've got something on one side, and you know what I'm trying to call it, like a hidden paper clip thing, embellished paper clip. I don't know. You know what I'm talking about. And then we have some tickets down here on the bottom. Almost done. I mean it. I mean it. I mean it. We're almost done. Okay. And then here are the last 3 pages. You are brave. You are amazing. Yellow flowers and butterflies and the bunny. This one's lined. Oops, sorry. Bang the camera. This one is just plain. Okay. And there's the other one that's not lined. This one may have a few extra splotches on it because I think, oh, I know, it's this one. This one has a few extra splotches on it because I did swallow my coffee wrong and it went places. And then we have the last 2 pages now are some pockets, some angle pockets. And these are designed specifically that you can stack them. So if you cut this one out and you bend the flaps and glue them down on top of this, okay, then it'll look seamless. Like this one pocket flows right into the next pocket, and then you've got a double pocket. I'll show you. Again, I'll show you in another video. These are sized specifically so that you can use your circle punch to cut them out. So no struggle in there, because I couldn't cut a circle with a pair of scissors to save my life. So these are specifically sized at 2 inches, 1.5 inch, and 1 inch so that they fit your circle punch. And again, I have filled the space with something useful. There's a little small piece of, you know, washi style tape. Another set of double pockets. And again, circles and washi tape. That is it. You made it. And I did it in less than 30 minutes. Woo! All right, guys. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for taking a look at my kit. If you wouldn't mind popping over to my shop and just giving it a look and maybe a little heart, I would appreciate it. And then stay tuned. I'm going to have some videos coming up where we're going to put together some of those little projects out of the kit. Okay, guys. Take care. See you all very, very soon. Love you guys. Bye.